All right, this last one. This lady, she's young. I think she's like 19 or 20, but she has been making everybody mad online, and it's funny.
The single and toxic women in my comments who wish divorce upon me, that's never happening, because here are some things I did to save my marriage before it even started. Number one, we literally took a test called Save Your Marriage Before It Starts. It's SYMBIS, and I'm 95% sure that this has to be authorized through a professional or a psychologist of some sort. But every single couple, if you're even thinking about getting married, you need to take this test with your boyfriend or girlfriend. I'm not kidding. Number one, it's going to tell you if you're actually compatible with each other and if you're going to survive in marriage. It's going to tell you where you both struggle. It's going to tell you your childhood traumas. It's going to tell you what you need to do for the other person. It's going to tell you what you're both going to struggle with in marriage and how to fix that effectively. And I can say the test was 100% accurate. Number two is we did premarital counseling while we were dating, not even in the engaged phase. We were engaged for 3 days, so it doesn't really count anyways. But while we were dating, while we were talking about marriage, we had a therapist. And then after that, we went to a marriage counselor that was a couple that had just been married for forever, and they were amazing. They have like 7 kids. And we were so blessed to have them because we met them through another couple, like friend of ours, who also got married like 2 weeks before we did. And so it was just amazing. But seriously, this is the biggest life decision you will ever make. You better get counseling. Even if you think everything's perfect and you guys never fight and whatever, there's always something underneath the surface that's going to come out in marriage. So just be prepared for it. Number 3, and this one is really obvious, but we got the religion, political, family, childhood trauma, past, all of the awkward and hard conversations, we got that out of the way. A few of those conversations you should have before you even start dating somebody, just to save you some time, because listen, you could not marry somebody with different religious and different political views. I don't care what anybody says, it does not work. Number 4, we went to church together and we prayed together. Long before we got married. This was so important just in the overall decision making. We would constantly pray like, God, if this is your will for us, if you want us to get married, then make that very clear. Like, bless this marriage. And then going to church together as a couple is just kind of like a preview of what it will be like when you're married, because obviously now we go to church together or we host it in our home. Do not treat marriage as just another thing to check off your list. And if a man is not willing to do all of these things with you to prepare for marriage, he's out, girl. He's out.
All right, that one is not one she made people mad on. The other ones are like, I go to the gym every day so I don't look like crap, so my husband still wants me.
It's true. It's so true. And it's only offending people who are too lazy or unwilling to put the work and effort in to actually do those things.
Yes. It's like, never mind. That's a crazy statement. I just stopped myself.
But no, I mean,
those were great. I've never heard of the SYMBIS test. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what that would be like. But I do agree. I do think that, my gosh, if you're not having
premarital counseling,
and having those hard conversations about children and past and political and spiritual things, like,
dude, the political one's interesting. Like, that actually drives crazy wedges in families.
It does. Oh my gosh,
wedges in families.
Yes, I know.
And people are like, oh, we're co-raising our kids religiously. Like, how, dude? That is the mile marker,
and that they can just choose. And no,
that's like the North Star for your life. You point the direction.
You lead.
You're gonna confuse the heck out of them.
Yes.
It's like, I'm a Jewish Muslim.
What?
Yeah, that's an oxymoron. That doesn't work.
Go.
You gotta pick one. You have to pick one.
Right. No,
and I feel like
agree.
People who are okay with like marrying someone, it's like, dude, I would think that they don't make good decisions in life if they weren't a Christian. Like, dang, they're gullible. They're easily convinced of bad ideas. I can't marry someone that's a different religion. That's crazy.
I like what she said too. Don't marry just because it's like a check off of like your life list, right? Like, marriage forever. I mean, movies have been made on it. It is definitely like
The Princess Bride,
like made of this, like, oh my gosh, this is it. You've made it. Marriage is like one of the most pinnacle parts of your life, which it is definitely, like, I would say the most second important decision of your life. First is choosing to serve the Lord, but 2, it is the most important second. Oh my gosh, I just lose my train of thought. Decision of your life.
So proud of you.
But You don't get married because, oh, it's a check and I've reached this goal, right? That's not, you don't just use somebody's life to be like, oh, I got a check in the box. Check, I'm married. No, it is a lifelong commitment that you have to be willing to be wise about going into and then work hard at to remain in to have it healthy and thriving and successful. So my husband is zoned out. I can tell out of the corner of my eye. He was just like,
true. I was thinking about the wise things you were saying.
No, we're gonna do a playback and we're gonna zoom in and this face is gonna be hard at to remain in to have it healthy and thriving and successful.
I was thinking about all the wise words
Dreaming.
you were saying.
He's a dreamer, guys. Anyway, so yeah, that was great. I agree. The more you prepare before marriage, the better off and the easier it's going to be to work through.
Or you'll find that's not
marriage.
a good person to marry.
Yeah, and thank the Lord, thank God, right? You're saving yourself so much pain and effort and just problems if you just realize before you're made this commitment that, okay, we're not compatible. This is not the person for me. This isn't going to work out. You'll save yourself, oh my gosh, just so much.
It's better to break up with them.
It is. It really is.
Breaking up is way easier than getting divorced.
It's so true. It really is.
Way easier.